Right. You gonna come over though, right?
Yeah, I will.
Cause
I know. I'm coming.
we're 6 seconds into YouTube Live, and we're just gonna pretend like, yeah.
Everybody's already on.
Oh shit. Okay, y'all. Can you help? So, I just spilled wine on our friend's couch. So Nakota has gone to get me some aids so that I can clean up this wine. It's not a good look. Trying to grab my wine and spilled it on the couch. So Nakota Staples to the rescue. Nakota Staples to the rescue. So how are you guys doing? It's a lot of people joining. I see Aaron Radcliffe. I see Expedition Georgia, Shorty Biscuit, Josh Richard. Who else did
Uncle
I see
B.
in there? Yes, Uncle B, first one to join.
I got my wine.
Paula B. Thank you, guys, for joining us as I clean up the mess that I just made, spilling red wine on this tan couch. Yeah.
It's the kind of things that let you know the humanity of the humans that we are.
Yeah, and hopefully our friends will not kick us out and invite us back, because I'm tearing up this shit, y'all. Tearing up this shit. Yeah. But tonight,
almost every night, you're about to hear, we swear, the best MC rappers of the year. So, cheerio, here we go. If you don't know, it's the Staples Intent Show.
It's the Staples Intent Show. I liked it, baby. That was good.
All right, y'all. How are y'all doing tonight? Tree Troopers,
what is up? What is up? What is up? What is up?
Thank y'all for joining us tonight. Thank y'all for being a part of this live. And for any of the people that were at Camp V and enjoyed the gathering, Vancouver, thank you. Thank you for being a part. Thank you for making it as special as it was.
Thank you. So for those of you who don't know, we are Sonia and Nakota Staples of Staples Intents. And what we do, we work to help bring diversity to the outdoors. Our goal is to educate and inspire people to get outdoors so that they can become more comfortable, confident, and curious about the outdoors, to just really break down the barriers.
Yeah, and we enjoy being able to be a part of the outdoors community, the overlanding community, where we also have a chance to break down barriers that separate the communities that exist in the country. You know, we are all about building community and working to help new communities or existing communities become better communities. So with Camp V, we were able to reach out and connect with Camp V, Nuclear, Naturita. We reached out, connected with those communities. We're going to be taking the show on the road. Y'all know we are still on the road to the Gathering, but this time it's the Hendersonville location.
Exactly. And if you guys aren't familiar with the Gathering, what the Gathering is our in-person experience where we create safe space for people to get outdoors. We all know that there's so many barriers to getting outdoors, and we want to break those barriers down. So we create this safe space so everyone can come. Everyone is welcome. Yeah. The space was definitely created for people like us, for Black and brown people to be comfortable, because that's where the barriers exist. But the goal is to have an environment where everyone is welcome, because we can't grow together as a community if we're separate. So come on out. Hendersonville,
join us.
Reed Branch.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Crawfordville for a minute. I don't know if you guys have had a chance, but the video dropped at 7:00.
Did y'all see that video?
Who saw the video? Give us a hand.
Get some waves,
some thumbs up, some waves, something if you saw the video. Yeah. Our videographer Keith did an amazing job.
Yeah. So he was able to capture the highlights of the gathering at Camp V in Vancouver and did an amazing job of being able to do it. So if you haven't seen it, check it out, but share it. Send it to as many of your friends, family, everyone. Get that out there, because we want to bring and invite more people to this one that's happening in Hendersonville.
Exactly. So if you tuned on today, you're probably wanting information for the Hendersonville Gathering. The Hendersonville Gathering is taking place October 14th through 16th. So that's just Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But for those, any of you guys that are coming, you have the opportunity to come even earlier on that Thursday.
Yeah.
We're going to open registration up because part of the feedback that we got last year is that you guys want more time to camp. You guys want more time to build community and hang out together. So Thursday, come on up to Hendersonville to Reed Ranch.
Not before. Only the volunteers who are coming to help.
Yeah, because we had some folks show up.
And we loved y'all for coming.
And we loved them, and they brought the vibe. But we will not be ready to invite anyone into the space until Thursday. Yeah. So Thursday, feel free to come. Stay as late as Monday. I know we're shutting down activities on Sunday, but again, if you want to stay, hang out, feel free. Extend your trip. And
so when is check-in formally and check-out?
Check-in formally is at 1 p.m. on Thursday, and check-out formally is at 10 a.m. on Sunday. Classes Monday, I'm sorry, 10 a.m. on Monday is when checkout is, and classes start on Friday morning. So make sure you're there. I know several people, you got to work. Go to work because we don't want you to get fired coming to the gathering. But when you get off, come get checked in, and we will be continuing the activity. So for those of you guys who are wondering, what activities will we be taking place? We're not going to go down the whole list because it's a whole laundry list. But the first thing that is super exciting is Tread Lightly. We will be having Tread Lightly courses. So we'll have an introductory course for Tread Lightly. And then on Sunday, we'll actually have a certification course. So anyone who attends the 4-hour class on Sunday will get a Tread Lightly certification. And for you guys that don't know what Tread Lightly is,
Tread Lightly, they aspire to keep people focused on when you're on the trail, doing the least amount to have impact. So just essentially how to be outdoors if you're off-roading, how to do it responsibly.
Yes.
So it'll be going over just the general philosophy of how to do it. And that'll be the intro. Now, here's what's dope. The guys over at Ford Bronco Rodeo, which is the extension of Ford, if you're purchasing a Ford Bronco and you wanted to learn how to off-road your truck, the guys that are a part of that are coming to teach us Tread Lightly. So if you're there on Sunday, it's the intro course. If you're there on Saturday, we're going to have a small intro course, and that essentially gives you the ability to have all of the principles down.
Exactly. Talk about the fundamentals.
However, if you want to become a person who can teach it to other people, then you want to come on Sunday. We're going to have a 4-hour class. At the end of that, there'll be formal certificates issued so that you can go out into whatever communities you're a part of and share the Tread Lightly philosophy.
Yeah, so just one point of clarification. You'll get a Tread Lightly certification, but you won't be able to instruct. But there is a next step to Tread Lightly where you can go out and instruct, but you will be certified. So get that Tread Lightly certification. So other classes, we'll be having camp cooking, camp safety, outdoor photography. We'll have some... Jahia ATL Trail Team, outdoor journal tour. They'll be there teaching some mindfulness movement courses. You know, they're all about mindful movement. So that's combining something like yoga or hiking with journaling or meditation, something like that. Then backpacking courses and so many others.
Yeah.
But
what's up?
Recently, we've had a few questions. So we want to take the time and answer some of the questions that have already come in. First question,
what is it?
Bathrooms. What's the bathroom situation?
Well, we're going to have a number of porta potties throughout the property to be able to accommodate everybody that's going to be there. So we're lock stock on that, and they're going to be taking care of them throughout the weekend. So we got bathrooms locked down.
Showers.
Will
we have, because y'all know,
hot showers.
We will have hot showers, y'all. Not some cold, out of the river, out of the waterfall shower. We will have hot showers provided by Geyser.
Yeah, Geyser Systems is coming, and they're bringing the showers. So we had a wonderful opportunity to use this over at Overland Expo Mountain West a few weeks ago, and honestly, I was very impressed with it. They have these little cool sponge things that you can use to wash your body off and get all of the hot spots cold. And the next thing you know, you're in the game again. So guys are going to be out there. They're going to be doing showers every day. We're going to have about 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon to be able to keep you fresh.
Yeah, so everybody can get clean and refreshed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. After Nakota shower at Overland Expo, y'all know what this dude said.
I can get some.
he walked out of the shower and said, "Y'all just increased my probability of getting some tonight." I ain't gonna say if he got some, but he was clean and it did increase his probability. So get you guys a shower at the gathering. You will have porta potties and geyser showers, and we always encourage everyone to bring their own toilet system because sometimes you just need your own private moment and don't want to worry about who's outside your door.
Yeah, and they really have a cool shower system set up. They also have some available if you want to buy them there. So,
and next, food. So food, y'all, food. It's always a struggle trying to feed a whole bunch of people. And we're camping. We always want to also encourage everyone to do things for themselves because this is about learning. You want to learn in a safe, comfortable environment. You know, you don't want to go out cooking, camping by yourself and cook your meal and burn it the first time and not have a backup. So we will definitely have backups. There'll be food trucks on site. So if you don't want to cook your own meal, food trucks, y'all. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
It'll
coffee,
be there.
all of the things.
Coffee, sweets, good savory food.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice. Oh, with vegan and vegetarian options. I need to check on the gluten-free, but definitely vegan and vegetarian.
I want to reach out to all the omnivores. We're going to go ahead, just go in and eat all of the vegetarian options off first, and then go back to eating all of the meat options.
Really, Dakota? Are you serious?
It happens to them all the time. We want to keep that going.
Whatever. So we've had questions about kids. Are kids welcome? Absolutely. We would never ask a parent to come somewhere and not bring their kids because it really is a family event.
Bring your booger eaters, your little curtain climbers, rug snatchers. Bring them all. Bring them all.
And we'll even have some activities for the kiddos. What about pets?
Oh, pets. Yeah, as long as you got a leash. Because we don't want the little curtain crawlers to get jumped on by your little pit chihuahua. Your little hybrid dog.
Really, Dakota? Oh my goodness.
So bring a leash if you got your dog and your cat or your bird. I know the bird is going to be a little tough, but you can get that collar around their neck.
I did see a reel on Instagram the other day with somebody walking a duck. They had a duck on a leash and they crossed the street and the duck was just flapping. And once they got across the street, the duck just stopped and walked. So if you have a pet duck, feel free to bring your duck. Just bring that leash. All pets are welcome, but they must be leashed. So let's talk about accommodation options. In previous years, we have had cabins. I say previous years like we just didn't have an event
3 weeks ago.
Right, a month ago. But previous events, cabins, tents for rent, glamping tents. The location is slightly different this time. So there are accommodations available. There is a farmhouse. There is a waterfall cabin. There's an Airstream and a barn apartment. Unfortunately, all those are sold out except for the waterfall cabin. The waterfall cabin is a beautiful wood cabin.
That's for the romantics. Or somebody that's looking for
a small family.
Retreat. Yeah. It's a beautiful cabin. It's at the foot of a waterfall. And I'm telling you, it's a really cool spot. So it's the one thing that's still remaining. So if you're interested in it, go ahead and jump on it. It's one of those if you got a family or a group of friends or group. And everybody can dollar up and jump on that one. But it's a really good spot. Yeah,
it's 1 queen bed and 2 twin beds, and then there's the ability to bring air mattresses in there that will be provided with all the sheets and everything. So Get your accommodations. If you want to stay in a cabin and get to registration and the waterfall cabin is booked, there are other options. Our friends at Foggy Bottom Cabins, Khaled, if you guys are not familiar with Foggy Bottom Cabins, we have visited Asheville several times.
You've seen some of those videos, hopefully.
Yes, and whenever we go to Foggy Bottom, whenever we go to Asheville, Foggy Bottom is our place to stay.
That's where we go.
He
That's
has
our people.
3 beautiful cabins with 2 queen beds and pull-out sofas. So if the waterfall cabin is booked and you don't want to camp, check out Foggy Bottom Cabins.
Khaled's going to show you love when you're over there. Trust me. It's a real cool location. It's not
really
far.
Is.
You can get in, get back over to us, and still feel like you're part of the squad because Foggy Bottoms is the best.
Exactly. And use the code GATHER-AVL. That's
Asheville.
Gather Asheville AVL. That's what AVL stands for. Asheville. And then other than that, get in with your tent. Unfortunately, we didn't have a tent sponsor to come through, but we're not counting it out. We're still working it.
We got 4 weeks, y'all. We
got 4 weeks to make it happen. We got 4 weeks to make it happen. But we do recognize that having the tent sponsor was one of the things that helped to make the gathering more accessible to everyone. If you didn't have a tent, you had the opportunity to come and rent a tent and try camping out. We are still working, and hopefully we'll make it happen. But if not, options for tents are contact your local REI. There are companies online that rent tents. They'll mail your gear to your house. You can use it. They'll have a self-return shipping label, and you can just mail it straight back. So look online for tent rental companies. They're actually really, really affordable.
Great idea. And they'll give all of your gear.
Of them.
Yeah, great. They'll give you all of the gear that you need. So if you're looking for some options, you can also DM us. And if you have questions or concerns about whatever it is that you're getting, we can help you out.
Yes. Entertainment, y'all. We stepped it up. We leveling up this year with the entertainment. Normally we doing the DJ. And the DJs are cool. We had DJ Brock in Van Quorum last year. We had DJ KC.
KC got to come back.
KC is coming back. If you guys were in Crawfordville for the first night, DJ KC was on the 1s and 2s and he killed it. DJ KC is coming back. Yeah. But on top of that,
and we're going to have him for Friday and Saturday. Yes. So the last time he was only available for a few hours on Saturday. This time, after I heard that set, I was like, bro, we got to have you back. So DJ KC is coming
in
back.
The house. But who else, Dakota? Who else? Tell them.
Look,
y'all should be following our stories. If you followed our stories, you would know.
I'm trying to tell y'all, we did something extra fire. If you know anything about Atlanta, if you know
ATL
anything about the ATL, if you are on any of the bar scenes, any of the breweries, any of them, then you got to be familiar with Edgewood Heavy.
And if you're not, you about to be, because we're going to have them at the gathering.
I'm trying to tell y'all, go back that way and see some of the video. We posted a video a few days ago. Was it on a story?
Well, it's on our story. I'm gonna have to repost it to our thing so you can share it. But follow Edgewood Heavy. The best way to describe them, this is how they're described on their website. If George Clinton, Erykah Badu, and Andre 3000, like Outkast, had a baby, it's like real soul funkish.
Yeah. And the covers that they do. Oh man. So go back that way, check out some of their lives that they've done. Know that they're going to be, Edgewood Heavy is going to be there for us on, what is it, Saturday night?
Yes.
So Saturday night is going to be fire. And you know we're going to have a bonfire. Can't have Edgewood Heavy.
Wait a second. You can't have the gathering without the bonfire. Yeah. And for those who were slightly disappointed in Colorado, the flamethrower came out.
Not a flamethrower
came out. It malfunctioned slightly, but the flamethrower will be back in full effect for the Asheville event.
We didn't want to catch on fire
in the desert.
It didn't feel right. So we got some repairs done, and yes, we will have the flamethrower. Not a flamethrower to start the festivities. Yes. But Edgewood Heavy. We're hoping to have one or two other special guests.
So just
know we have 4 weeks to make this the most magnificent event that you're ever going to go to. You're going to always know that you was at a Staples Intense event, and it's going to be trust, fire, fire, fire.
As always.
That's all I can say.
As always. If you've ever been to a Sonia Nakota party, you know
it's a good party.
It's kind of party. So,
and we're leaning in this time.
We've just taken the experience outdoors, you know, pre-camping. We had these like epic house parties, and now we've taken the epic house party to the woods and added a little education. That's really how
education,
inspiration.
Yeah, we also have a great lineup of people that are going to be coming to give their stories. So be prepared to hear some very interesting, dynamic stories. The panels are going to be off the chain. We love the lineup of people that are coming. So just be on the ready for wonderful, inspiring nights that are full and will leave you full mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. So it's going to be a great time.
I'm sorry. We touched on some of the classes, but one thing that I did not touch on, and I would be remiss if I did not touch on this, because this has become like the kind of quintessential part of the gathering experience, and it's LaToya's tea ceremony, Sovereign Soul Medicine, and the tea ceremonies. If you've never done one, what LaToya does, she takes something so simple as tea and creates an experience.
An elevated experience.
An elevated experience that's so freaking magical. It gives you exactly what you need in that moment.
Yeah.
So I invite all of you. That will be a limited experience, but to make sure she serves as many people as possible, she's opening herself up and doing 2 tea ceremonies a day.
The candles.
Oh, and then she's gonna be selling candles. Yes, and she's gonna have candles.
Yes. So now that we've covered that, we have to tell you all about
some of these experiences that we're bringing. Not only are we bringing the whole tea experience, but we have some of our sponsors that are going to bring some additional experience to just really like get you set for the outdoors.
Yeah, Nick Wax.
Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with Nick Wax, they make products to help you maintain your gear. So for sleeping bags, down sleeping bags, even synthetic material sleeping bags, you should wash them with something specific so that the materials don't clump together and they maintain their
you don't want to ruin a $200 sleeping bag or a jacket or any of that stuff. And Nick Wack has the products. What they're going to do is show up with those products and showcase how they're used. You want to know what they're going to be using? Your shoes, your jackets, so that you get a chance to see what those busted looking Jordans of yours finally look like once they've been cleaned properly. So bring some of your mountain, your boots, your shoes, your Jordans, seriously.
Your Birkenstocks,
anything that you look at and you're like, them shoes are past their life.
It needs to go into the trash. It's so filthy, it'll never come clean again. Bring it to the gathering.
Yeah, bring it to the gathering.
And we're gonna put Nick Wax to the test and see if they can revitalize some of our gear.
And you should go and check out some of the videos if you really want to see proof of concept and how well it works. Then be like, okay, these are the shoes I want to bring to see if it works on these shoes. And get a little bit more life out of it.
Trust Nakota and I will have our shoes for Nick Wax to clean. Yes, we could clean them ourselves.
But we're
going to bring them to the gathering because we've been wearing the same shoes, y'all, for 6 months. Yeah. And they need some help.
Some of our shoes are starting to lean over. All right, mountain bikes.
Mountain bikes. If you have a mountain bike, Reed Ranch has over 7 miles of mountain biking trails. So bring your bikes.
And hiking trails.
Yeah, hiking and mountain bikes. So bring your hiking boots.
Bring your bike.
Bring your mountain bikes.
Bring your electric bike.
And bring your electric bikes. And one of the things that's really special, this year we've partnered with Fox Factory with their Trail Trust grant. We got a Trail Trust grant.
Trail Trust recipients.
Yes, we're Trail Trust recipients. And not only are they supporting the gathering with that grant, but they're supporting something that's really near and dear to us, and that's scholarships for students attending historically Black colleges and universities. Yeah. You all know, if you don't, now you know, Nakota and I, we both graduated from North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. And we have a love for all HBCUs, HBCU love across the board. Yeah. Even if you went to FAM, y'all, if you went to Central, if you went to
I'm angry now. We just lost.
But, with what we do, we want to support people on all levels. So it's really an honor to be recipients of the Trail Trust Grant through Fox Factory so that we can give scholarships to deserving students at historically Black colleges and universities, but
through the HBCU Atlanta Alumni Alliance.
Yes, thank you very much, our nonprofit partners.
Yeah, that's how we are able to all make it work.
Yes, so I see y'all rattlers in the chat throwing up that them little snakes. And thank you, Kodak, Aggie Pride. Aggie Pride. But all that to say, that was a bit of a sidebar because we're so happy and proud. But we partner with Fox Factory, and they're going to have some bike maintenance. So if you have a bike, it needs a new tire, it needs a new this. They're going to help.
Just maintenance, things like that. If you're trying to figure out you got this bike and you haven't tuned it in a while and you want to try it out, or any other things that normally go with the wear and tear on a bike, bring it in. They're going to show us how to maintain the bike and just some of the tricks of the trade to keeping the bike up and running in a good way. So we got some professionals from Fox Factory stepping in to help us out, learn how to mountain bike. And then we're going to take some time to explore that mountain bike pump track that they have, as well as the trail.
Yeah, so bikes to borrow, bring your own bike.
And they have something to borrow.
It's going to be pretty awesome. But then Sawyer, we have been partners with Sawyer for a really long time, good friends of ours. They're going to be on site doing water filtration. And the reason that they're going to do it on site is because I don't know about you all, but when I first started using water filtration, I questioned it a little. I'm like, how does this little bitty thing clean all the gunk out the water? But they're not only going to show us how it works, they're going to talk about it, but then they're going to demonstrate it, and they're going to drink it first,
drink the water first.
That's the trick. Get them to drink it first.
No, go ahead and drink it.
Yes. So we're going to take water out the creek, water out the waterfall, and Sawyer, they're going to give live demonstrations showing us how to filter water, and then they're going to do some fun games. So those will be our great experiences, and we have a couple more in works.
Yeah, so just know it's a chock full weekend. But somebody knows out there. If you've been to a Staples and Tents, the Gathering event, y'all know the prizes, the swag bags are on fleek. And we got something that we're going to do this time that has been eluding us on the previous events. We're doing some competitions, y'all. We're doing some competitions. We got two that are going to be off the chain. The first one is going to be a cook-off, a camp cook-off. Whoever's got the best food, we're going to take some less than sober-minded people, a small panel, to figure out who's cooking the best. And we're going to have some amazing prizes that are going to be associated with the camp cook-off. But we ain't stopped there, because we found out through the previous two gatherings that we've been to that some of y'all glamp a little bit better than us, which puts us on competition number 2. What's that one, Sonia?
Glamp out.
Who's got the glampiest glampy?
So I have been surprised. That whole Chasing Waterfalls corner from the Crawfordville event.
Yeah, they
Twin Jeepers of ATL Trail Team from the Van Corm event. They had couches. They had a couch
and a rug.
So,
and all the lights.
Yeah, it was great. So whatever your setup is, if you wanted to enter the glam competition,
you're gonna have a chance to win.
When you get there, sign up, and we're gonna have some whole camping setups to help elevate your camp setup even more.
Yeah, we want to reward who's ever participating in this in a fantastic way. So we have some amazing sponsored prizes that's going to be associated with both the cook-off as well as the glamp off. So if you're really into glamping and you want to showcase some really cool thing that you've done, hey, this is the time to do it. And let's all have a great time enjoying the evening and each other's setups, because in the end, it's not much of a competition so much as we admire each other's setups and things that we're doing. That's really where we are with it. And we've had a number of y'all have seen our glamping from our early days, and we are wanting to give the head nod and salute to see what you've done with your glamp setup.
So it's an idea, and we're gonna have to consider it because we want to be equal opportunity competitive creators. I don't know what it is, but someone just put, how about a clamp out, no shelter from what's on hand competition.
It's called surviving.
But like, for real, when we first started camping, a lot of the things that we took were from what we had at the house and what we had on hand. So please, y'all, do not feel compelled that you need to go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff to come to the gathering. We have bathrooms for you. We have showers for you. Yeah. We have food for you. Yeah. You know, and you know, if you want to cook, get the pot from out of the house. Yeah. You know, get the blankets from off the bed.
Yeah. This ain't one of those where you need to go and level up, so to speak. You know, we're going to level you up for participating, and if you win. So,
exactly.
You know, start there. And yes, we're not looking for anything crazy. We know how we started out. We know the glamping stuff that we added was really from our house and the experience that we wanted. And that's really what we're looking for in this, is what is it that makes you happy when you come out into the woods, and bring that energy, and let's enjoy it and celebrate that. So that's going to be the two competitions. I hope that it inspires some fun and spontaneity in your setups. And the cook-off, I'm looking forward to enjoying some good food.
Yeah, and with the cook-off,
Dave from Expedition Georgia, you know where that idea came from.
With the cookout, we want you to cook whatever is your favorite camp food. We just need you to prepare enough to serve about 8 people a sample, not a full meal, a sample of what you cooked, like a good, like maybe small appetizer size. That's what you need to be prepared. So the cook-off is going to be on Friday night. Judges will come around, and when we send out the registration information for you to register for classes, we'll send out information to register for the cook-off. And great prizes. Always great prizes.
Be off the chain.
Always great prizes at Staples and Tents. Yeah, and attire. Let's talk about attire. You know, when we were in Vancouver, we thought it was going to be hot. We thought it was going to be 95 degrees. And it rained every day, and it was a perfect 75 degrees.
Yeah, so we had to deal with rain and mosquitoes, and we are anticipating at least insect life, but we got you covered. Sawyer's going to be on top of that. So as far as the attire is concerned, think fall, and also
think fall in the mountains.
Right, but this is what is it called?
A temperate rainforest.
A temperate rainforest.
Asheville, Hendersonville is in a temperate rainforest, which means rain is almost guaranteed. But just like sun in the desert is guaranteed, rain could be guaranteed, and we may not get rain, but we want everyone to come prepared. So bring your rain jackets, bring your rain boots, bring an umbrella if you need it. Bring some dry clothes. Yes. Do not come to the gathering unprepared. We want you to bring layers, because during the day, it's going to be sunny. It's going to be nice. It's going to be warm. In the evening, it's going to be cold. So you might want to bring a little throw blanket to cozy up around the fire. For me, that is my happy place. If I get a blanket around the fire,
she's going to sleep.
That's all I need.
Somebody's going to have to wake her up, because I'm going to be out with Uncle B judging the food and stuff. All right. So what other things?
I don't know. We just want everyone
to
come.
Boots. Bring you some rain boots. Seriously, because if it is raining or something like that, you don't want to get them sneakers that you just got knickknacks to clean. You don't want to get them all jacked up, right? Or do you? You want to see.
You can get them recleaned if you do.
So a rain jacket, some kind of rain attire, just in case we have some weather like that. That would be the biggest thing. And of course, something under it, layers to adjust for when it's cold or cool in the morning, cool in the afternoon. You don't want to be cold and shivering and stuff, you know, but do dress appropriately for a temperate rainforest.
Yeah. And also it will be pretty cool in the evenings. We're talking, you know, mid 40s, low 50s at night. This is when we're sleeping. Make sure you bring sleeping bags that are rated for the weather. Do not bring a warm weather sleeping bag and expect to be cool. If all you have is a warm weather sleeping bag, make sure you bring extra blankets to line up with. Maybe have a small heater for your tent. We do not have electricity, so make sure that's a propane heater.
But we will have Go Solar on deck to do charging stations.
Yes.
So that'll be throughout the place. So if you have electronics and you need to have them charged, we got you covered. Go Power is going to be there for the win on that.
Mm-hmm.
They're one of our sponsors. And speaking of sponsors, let's jump into.
Let's just run the list down.
Let's just jump on what we got going so far.
So we've already talked about Fox Factory and the Trail Trust Grant.
Yes.
Who else? Taxa.
Taxa Outdoor is going to be there.
We're going to pull out our cheat sheet, y'all. We're not even going to front. We're not even going to front.
But Taxa Outdoors, they do habitat trailers. Garrett was a engineer for NASA and moved and formed his own company. And now he's creating these fantastic, very lightweight, but highly functional habitats. And he's got different sizes. So we're hoping that they're going to be able to bring a few of them there so that you at least have an understanding of what those look like. We talked a little bit about Go Power Solar. That's an awesome company that's part of the Dometic family now, but they were part of the gathering in Vancouver. They are going to show us, we're going to have a solar class that's going to feature solar panels and then all of the components that charge batteries and keep batteries or be able to meet your solar needs.
Yeah, so whether you are a beginner camper or, a full-on overland or somebody that goes off-grid and stays for a while, Go Power, they have a little bit for everyone. And during the class, we'll go over all those things. Overland Journal and Expedition Porter are really good friends.
Yeah, they love us and show they're a big company in the overlanding community. Overland Journal is the quintessential for sharing what the overlanding stories are. So remarkable stories are told in the magazines. The people who attended Camp V were able to get a 1-year subscription free. So if you were at Camp V, it was part of the swag that you got. And
it'll be also offered for the Asheville Gathering.
There you go. So if you really wanted to understand a little bit more about the lifestyle that Sonia and I have transitioned and the things that have inspired us in the places that we're going, go and check out Overland Journal, and you can really get an idea of where it is that we're going in our life.
Yes.
The next one, Cirrus.
Cirrus is a Black-owned company.
Yes.
Y'all know we love Black-owned companies. So buy Black, support Black, all that stuff. Yeah. But family-owned company, and they specialize in extreme weather products. So next year, Dakota and I, we're going to the Arctic, and we will be rocking our Cirrus products for the Gathering Vancouver. They provided sunshades and things to keep sun off our neck. Great products, super innovative, and
so their products work on the extremities, so hands, head, and feet. And they have some other products out there as well. But it's really designed to keep you warm. Some of them are electronic, so you have some electrical gloves, electrical socks, things like that. These really cool thermal shirts that keep your body warm. So that's a really good, strong company. We enjoy that we have developed a relationship with them.
Exactly.
They'll be a part of the gathering.
And just to keep the ball moving, we're not going to talk about all the rest of these individually. We're going to save y'all sometimes. But Guide GPS, Exped, y'all know we love the Exped Mega Mat model, which is a modular water bottle company. Nemo, who makes great tents and camp gear. Geyser Systems, which we talked about.
Shower systems.
And then some of our favorite other Black-owned brands that are super near and dear to our heart because they're small business. We talked about Sovereign Soul Medicine, who's bringing our tea ceremony with these magical candles that she has. But then there's Essence Tree with some great tea tree face wash to help rejuvenate.
Just body products.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good body products. Herbals and just great stuff for your skin.
Hair, skin, face, Essence Tree. And then both of those, Sovereign Soul Medicine and Essence Tree, are based in Atlanta. But then we have, Queen Herb Farm, that is a Black-owned hemp farm out of Louisiana. And hopefully, fingers crossed, prayers up, will be the first Black-owned dispensary in the state as well. Yeah. So we're gonna keep
keep celebrating them and their journey into becoming a legal distributor of hemp products.
Mhm.
So they're working really hard in Louisiana, and they're going to send us some of their products. So if you're wanting to try some cannabis, some CBD things, well, excuse me, not cannabis, but CBD products, this would be a wonderful opportunity to try it.
Mm-hmm. So I've seen just a few random questions come through the chat. One, where can you get a Staples and Tents shirt? Where can you get a Staples and Tents shirt? staplesandtents.com/shop.
And trust, everybody that has been coming to the gathering has been showing up with their previous tees representing. So know that it's going to be, there's going to be some flexing going on when you're walking around.
Yeah, so go ahead, go online, get your Staples and Tents gear, get your Black People Off-Road gear, show up representing. And where can you get a gathering shirt, y'all? You can get it, but one place, and that's at the gathering.
We've been very intentional about that.
Yeah, facts. Because we work real hard. We're just not going to put shirts online for you to buy because we work really, really hard for them.
And the people that come to the gathering, you've worked hard to be there.
Absolutely.
And everybody can't just get the shirt.
We can't just give them away. You gotta earn these shirts.
Did you see the Milky Way? Oh, you didn't. Oh, you got that shirt on, homie. You better come up off it. I don't want nothing like that to happen to y'all. So, if you come to the event, go get your shirt. So
exactly,
know that it's coming.
Where is the event located? The gathering in October. Again, it's October 14th through 16th. Check in as early as 1 p.m. on the 13th. Check out by 10 a.m. on the 17th. And it's located at Reed Ranch in Hendersonville, North Carolina. And for those of you who aren't familiar, Hendersonville is in the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. Or the Appalachian Mountains. Same thing, right? Yeah. The Appalachians are part of the Smoky Mountains. How does that work?
It is.
Or the Smokies part of the Appalachian?
The Appalachian is part of the Smoky Mountains range.
Yeah. So on the foothills, right outside of Atlanta in Hendersonville, North Carolina.
It's going to be fantastic. And just so you know, before we get off this phone, for any of the off-roaders out there, there will be a trail ride. So just know we got to get out there and do the trail recon. But we've already pretty much scoped out where we're going to be. Just got to do a run with it.
Yeah, we got to check the current status of the trails.
I got to see if Kobe Khan is going to be able to run this trail with me because, I got my tires on now, buddy. I'm ready to roll.
So trail rides. If you want to get there early on Thursday and do a trail ride, and then there will be trail rides on Sunday after the Tread Lightly certification course. And
there'll be sign-up sheets for that. So we're trying to limit that group that's going out because I'm Tread Lightly, and there's really is requirements for, not requirements, but how many trucks you want to take out. Yeah, you don't want to take out more than 10 trucks in a group. So that's essentially what we're going to be trying to stay tied to. So we might end up taking out two groups, but we'll see how that works, and depending on how many people sign up for it.
Yeah.
Details.
Other questions out there. I'm gonna scroll through. I saw one question. Did y'all say Arctic? Yes, we did.
We're going to the Arctic.
The Arctic Circle.
Polar bear.
The goal is next year, after we take some breaks and enjoy some family, we are going to drive west, go north into Canada, Alaska, and hit the Arctic Circle, which is gonna be dope. I think
and as far as Zion Farm, we wanted to take the questions at the end. So as far as answering the question for the t-shirt, we hope that we've hit that. And thank you for the kind words that you said. And trust, we really do think this is a humble service that we have. And I think that's it.
Any other questions out there before we sign off? And while we wait on questions, if anybody has any, we just want to take the opportunity to say thank you. Nakota and I, we left home on March 3rd of 2022 to transition to full-time overlanding. And we created the gathering because we wanted the opportunity to bring community together. Since we've been gone, we haven't had the opportunity to see a lot of our friends. We are now in Chicago. We haven't had a lot of opportunity to see our friends. We haven't had a lot of opportunity to see our family. But when we had the gathering in Van Corum, it was like we came home to our family. Like everyone greeted us and had us. And we are so looking forward
to seeing y'all.
Hendersonville is not home, but it's close enough because it's the Southeast.
And we're going to feel like this is a homecoming.
Yes.
Hoping to see faces that we haven't seen in a long time. I even see a few names on here. Scott Sobich, great to see you. He was our original #1 fan. So I'm hoping that we get to see some of the faces that we have grown to know and love over the years. Thank you all sincerely. We would not be here without you. I do want to give a shout out to our Patreons. You are the reason that we're still on these roads. You're the reason that we're still on these trails. And if you all are interested in becoming a Patreon, jump on, figure out what tier that you want to be a part of, and know that this is how we're doing it. We're not getting sponsorship dollars. All of the sponsors that we listed,
they're supporting the gathering.
They support the gathering.
They go to help set off the overhead of the gathering,
right?
Which is expensive, y'all.
Yeah.
But
as far as us being out on the trails, our actual overlanding and lifestyle, that's Patreons. And thank you all for believing in us and helping us to continue this journey that we don't know where it's going, but we are enjoying the ride. And thank you for being the wind beneath our wings.
Yes. And I want to just go ahead and say something, because tomorrow there is an interview dropping with Exploration Local out of Asheville, Hendersonville area. And Dakota said something during our interview the other day that I didn't expect him to say, but I want y'all to hear from us. I want y'all to hear from us.
What is it?
You say it. You dropped it. You didn't want to say it. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. 2024
international.
We're going international.
Yeah.
And we're going to put together a hat of places that we want to go, but what's near and dear our heart is Africa. And that's what we're aiming for. So if you're wanting to be a part of it, you certainly have to be a Patreon, you certainly have to be in the network or whatever we have.
Follow us, subscribe us, go to Staples and Tents.
Yeah, but
Patreons
always get first dibs. They always get early everything. So if you're interested in that trip, we're going to take a very limited number of people. We're trying to figure out how to make that work on a fantastic voyage in Africa. So be ready for that experience.
Yeah. So again, thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope we answer all of your questions about the gathering. If you have more questions about the gathering, feel free to DM us. Feel free to email us, info@staplesandtents.com. And as always, make sure you follow, subscribe, like, share, everything, because the gathering is for you. It takes you in order for it to be successful. And what you laughing at?
Nothing. It's the Arctic Circle conversation on YouTube. We'll jump into that conversation now. But thank you all for being a part. Thank you for jumping on this call with us. Share, subscribe, and
tell
then please bring some friends with you that is going to add to the energy. You know what it is. You know what you want. Let's just make it happen.
Exactly.
See y'all in a few weeks.
Yeah. When Dakota said it.
Good night, everyone.
And so we're going to go a couple seconds over because y'all had a question. Can y'all tag along on the Arctic? I don't know if y'all want to tag along on the Arctic because we really don't have a plan yet. Yeah.
So we're still trying to figure out all of the details that are going to be necessary for us to pull off this Arctic trip. So there's more to develop with it, but yeah, we're certainly going. We haven't even thought about. We don't know how to make that look.
All we know is that we're going, and it's kind of like we did Africa, y'all. We just decided we're going.
We have to fulfill what it is that we are intended to do. And that's essentially what we're pushing for. So we hadn't thought about opening this up for the public as far as the Arctic is concerned, but it is something that we can consider. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for even asking that, Diane.
Yeah, Diane Briston has been a trooper for a minute. Yeah. Good to see you, Diane.
Any other questions out there before we say goodnight?
Yeah.
I lived in Fairbanks. Oh, wow.
Oh, so we might need you on our trip,
Right.
Diane.
Answer your Army nurse.
Right. Right.
Where are you at now? Just in case we get chunked on by a polar bear.
No polar bears.
No polar bears.
No polar bears in sight for our Arctic expedition.
Yeah. But
So,
thank
yeah.
y'all. Thank y'all for being on here, and always DM us. Let us know what you got, and we look forward to seeing all of you at the Gathering Hendersonville in a few weeks.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night. Good job.